What's going on, guys? Gonna give everybody a few more minutes here to join, and then we're gonna get started. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Hope you guys had a great trading day today. I have to respond to so many messages today. That went EpiPen. You never seen me just said the up and attacky. Look what I'm stepping in. Calling them Indy 5000s. Uncle Very in a nutshell. These all never did nothing but fail. They'll see I'm the one when the dust settles. They'll see I'm the one. CHFJPY NOP, that's what it'll meet in the classroom asking, what's L? I've never been known to take those. Your girl saw me in her face, bros. You better be lucky I'm faithful. Please ask me, I ace those. You know I hate goals. I can't take the day to the green from the NDO in the fake gold. My count at the end of a rainbow. Me Boston Sanchez NATO. I can do charge a wise, yeah. Add your bitch in my slides. Baby dogs never die. Alright, what time frame is this in? Daily time frame? Okay. So we have a daily time frame engulfing up here. We have a daily engulfing up here. So the question is price going to respect these engulfings here? Right? We have a week of counter rise. Let's update our daily time frame, right? Because we haven't updated this yet. We were waiting to see, right? We did get a no net. So we have 3 months where price on AU is just giving us no nets. Right? So not going up, not going down, right? It's just staying in the same place where price is opening, is the same place where price is closing, is the same place where price is opening, is the same place that price is closing. So at this moment, right, we understand that outside of market structure, we know that we're also trading in the bottom of consolidation, right? In a downtrend, right? We say this every single stream, right? In a downtrend, do you want to look for buys at the top of the zone? Do you want to look for buys at the bottom of the zone, right? Same thing, just in consolidation. Doesn't matter if it's uptrend or downtrend, right? If you're in consolidation, would you be looking for price to go down at the bottom of consolidation or at the top of consolidation? Right? So the fact that we're at the bottom of consolidation and right now price is just moving sideways, rejecting the highs, rejecting the lows, rejecting the highs, rejecting the lows. These aren't a break. This was all testing candle, sweep of the lows, right? And then price rejected the 30-minute lows down here, the 4-hour lows as well, to continue the push to the top side, right? So at this moment, yes, even though we could still see lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows, right? We could potentially see that this is a lower high to continue to make lower lows. We still need to wait for those confirmations, right? The fact that we're trading underneath 800 EMA is a pretty good sign, right? Now in the lower time frames, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, that's where I want to start looking for my engulfing candles going short or any other confirmation, right? Any other confirmation going short, whether that's a change of character in the internal time frame, engulfing candle, we'll just have to wait it out. What else can we say, right? We had a higher high, higher low, higher high. Price went down, gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high. So we still don't have a change of character and a break of structure. All we have is a change of character. So we'll wait it out. We'll see what price does for the rest of the evening, and then we'll look at this again going into tomorrow. So right now we'll leave this as is. Right, Euro AUD. We are in V2 in the middle of consolidation. Again, not the best place to look for a trade. We have a month of counter drop, and then this month gave us 2 months of drop. So we have 2 months of counter drop. Again, could we be expecting a 3rd month low? Could happen. I need to delete all of this shit off my screen. 4 hour time frame, again, we're in the middle between the 4 hour high and the 4 hour low. We're just in the middle. If we just zoom in a little bit here in the 4 hour time frame, we can see that we're consolidating, right? Rejecting the highs the same way we've rejected these lows. So the fact now that price rejected these lows and went up, let's go to the 30-minute time frame, right? We can still see that we're trading between lower low, lower high, and lower low, and price went up and gave us a change of character, right? So at this point now, we could also see that today price just consolidated, broke, gave us a retest to continue to go down. Anything else down here? Engulfing candles? Not really, right? So we'll have to wait this out. Let's look for our continuations. We have none. We just have a day of drop. All right, we're still trading between the same 30-minute low and 30-minute high, right? We went into the 30-minute highs, tapped into it, and started going down. All right, so it's looking good. AU, are we close to a 30-minute low or 30-minute high? We are not. Okay. EURCAD was perfect today, right? 372. The movement happened a little bit late, right? But entry was right on the engulfing candle, right? As soon as we got that price to tap into the engulfing candle, we had the entry, right, to continue to go up. It's perfect. 372. Third day of rise was that move. And after 3 days of rise, market was chop or drop. So we're expecting price now to give us a no net or to give us a drop for the rest of for tomorrow. We're still trading between these lows and these highs, right? So, yo, what's wrong with these cats today? Give me a minute. What's good, Muhammad? Welcome to the stream, my brother. So if I kick her out of the room, she's gonna meow. If she's in the room locked in here, she's gonna meow. So you know what? You're gonna suffer now. You're gonna be in the room. Good evening, good evening. So then EURCAD, let's go to the daily time frame. Right, we know we had a month of drop. We are in V1, looking for price to give us that second push to the top side, looking for price bounce off the 200 EMA, which we got. It was beautiful entries on EURCAD this week. Nothing in the daily or nothing in the 4 hour, right? We're just kind of just still in this zone of consolidation from the bottom to the top, from the bottom to the top, right? This entire zone. We're still trading between this 4 hour high and this 4 hour low down here. Alright, so EURCAD perfect. Euro USD. We have going into a daily time frame. We know that we are in V1. We're at the bottom of consolidation. Look for those safety trades. We have 2 months of no net. This month being the third month gave us another no net. All right, so same thing as what was that other pair that we saw? AU. We're just still consolidating, so not a lot to really see here in the weekly time frame. We're still making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Still trading between this 4 hour high and this 4 hour low. We rejected the 4 hour lows now in the 30-minute time frame. Right, we had a change of character, we had the break of structure, the price gave us just consolidation, swept the lows and started going up with the news that we had today. So we finally have a day of rise. Let's see if we could continue that push to the top side. Right, we're still trading. We had these highs broke, these lows gave us this low, this high, this low broke, gave us this high, and these lows. Right, and we know that we're still trading now from these highs to these lows. So at this point, if price respects these highs up here, right, then we know price is going to continue to go down. If price breaks above these highs, then we'll look for price to continue that uptrend push. Been a rough week, man. Didn't trade at all. It's all good. You'll lock back in. You gotta lock back in. Yeah, EURCAD was really nice. GCAD. Go to the daily time frame. V1. Alright, we're in PCAD territory. Well, in the top of consolidation in V1. I want to make a decision with this pair, and I think it's gonna be that I'm not gonna trade this until we get out of the zone. Right on the third day of high, we got the new high, and then we ended on a no net. So rise no net. It's gonna be an interesting one to look at for tomorrow. Could we be expecting that 4th day variation where price goes up tomorrow? You know, the fact that we're at the top of the zone, not only are we on the top of the daily zones, but we're also on top of the 30-minute zones, top of the consolidation. It's very tricky trade, right? Because we could sit here and say, oh yeah, but price making higher highs and higher lows, right? But realistically speaking, we're not, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, right? And we're trading between, just crazy that I'm seeing this now, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Then we had change of character, higher high, trading between this low and this high. These lows broke, right? These lows gave us these highs over here, right? Pretty much where we're at here, and these lows. So the fact that we're still in this lower low, lower high situation, lower low here, um, I don't like it, right? I like that price yesterday, or I guess today, gave us a retest of these lows and then started going back up in the internal time frame. But for us to take a comfortable trade, I would have loved to have seen price break above these highs here. If price would have given us a clean break of these highs and then given us a pullback at the end of the session, we would have been in a little bit more of a comfortable spot to be able to take a trade. Literally just to catch the 40 pips that are here to the top of the zone, which isn't bad, right? Even looking at STP. Um, but we'll just have to wait for this to develop a little bit more. We're still consolidating. We're just still moving sideways between these zones here. So we just got to be patient, wait it out. Right? They're not going to give it to us that easy. Damn, GJ. I have not seen the charts after I got off today. I'm not going to lie. So this shit moved literally the last hour of the market. That's crazy. It didn't move during news. It didn't move last night during London session, Asia session. It moved an hour before market close. That's insane. Okay. Higher high, higher low, higher high, but now we're trading between this change of character, lower low, right, and this high up here. So I'm not gonna use the wick. I'm gonna use the body closure of that red candle, and I'm gonna use the body closure of the lowest red candle here. The wick is just a gap in the market. If we turn on the line chart, we see that that's not even a real candle. So we're trading still between this low and this high, and we know that this is a change of character that happened here. Right, we're trading between this high and this low. Price came down, rejected the lows, and started going up already. So this trade on GJ probably already is set. Right, this is probably a trade that's gonna go. Wow, holy shit, we already did 130 pips for the day. Are we kidding? Well, GJ's done for the day. GU. Well, let's go back to GJ real quick. Let's go to the daily time frame and update what we need to update. Price gave us another month of rise, 4th month variation, perfect. Not expecting price to continue to go up, but it can if it wants to. It's GJ, it could do whatever it wants, I guess. We're still trading between higher high and higher low, higher high, still trading between this 4-hour low and these 4-hour highs, perfect. And then 30-minute, yeah, we saw that. So GU, we have a day of rise. We had higher high, higher low, higher high, trading between this low and this high. Price still hasn't hit these lows, and price haven't hit these highs yet. Still gotta wait it out. Let's go to the daily time frame. We know that we have a month, another month of no net. That's 5 months already, where price is just moving sideways. Where are we? We are in V1, right? We're reaching the middle of consolidation. We want to start trading above the 200 EMA in the daily time frame. We also want to start trading above the 200 EMA here in the 4-hour time zone, time frame. We don't have any continuations at this point. We did have a change of character. We did have a break of structure, right? And this is the pullback. So could we be expecting price to give us another push to the top side before we go down? It could happen. Only thing I don't like is in the higher time frames, we're still trading below the 200 and we're still trading below the 800. Same thing on the daily. We're still trading below the 200 and we're still trading below the 800. So could price still come back to the low of consolidation and continue this downtrend push and then make a decision down here on whether or not price wants to continue the push up or go lower, and we could go back down to these lows down here. Right, this is as low as I would see GU going, but I could also see price just starting to move up here. If we could get the rest of this week to push up, right? If we could get today, or I guess tomorrow, right? The second, tomorrow's Thursday. If we could get price to move up tomorrow, Thursday, and break above these highs over here, then we'll start looking for those continuation trades, even going into next week, right? So we just gotta be patient with this one too, right? And also, again, understanding that this is the first week of the month and this is the last week of the month, right? The fact that we have the first Friday of the month and the last Friday of the month, we have all these news coming in at the same time, right? Today we had non-farm, we had FOMC, we had federal rates, we had CPI, we had unemployment, we had so many different news that came out today, so much that came out, and all of them high impact. So the fact that the market moved today, we understood it was gonna move, right? And we understood it was gonna move crazy too. So, you know, we gotta once price moves the way it did today, we understand these are imbalances in the market, right? And price has to come back down or go back up to fill those imbalances, right? It has to give a market correction. Once price gets corrected, that's when we know the real move is gonna start happening. So all these pushes to the top side, right? I like that price pushed up and then pushed right back down. It covered the imbalances, right? So at this point, we no longer have to think about, oh shit, price has to cover the imbalances. Now, the only thing we have to think about is, are we following market structure, right? Can we see price turn around? And at this point, we still are in the lower low, lower high, lower low, and price failed to break these highs and gave us a lower high instead, right? In a pair that we want to start seeing price making higher highs and higher lows, right? So just be aware of that. Make sure we understand what we're going for. Damn, US30 also moved like crazy. Okay, that's good. Same thing, right? We created the imbalance. Once the imbalance was created, it went right back down and filled it. So same analogies, right? Same examples. Um, damn, this is gonna be an interesting one to mark up real quick. Okay, so we have a day of rise. We had a 30-minute low that broke here, right? Gave us this high and this low. These lows were tapped into, right? So this was what I was talking about this morning. Imagine we were talking about these trades this morning, and I was like, I'm not comfortable taking the trades because we have news, but we would have taken the fucking trade. I mean, look at that. As soon as we tapped back into it, 8 a.m., fucking zero drawdown, 100% profit, man. Right? So let's wait for this. We don't really have any highs here. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Let's go to the daily time frame. We have a week of rise. We're still trading between this 4-hour high and this 4-hour low. Price still hasn't tapped into the 4-hour lows. In the daily time frame, we had a daily engulfing candle where price tapped into it and then went right back down. So this is an interesting zone for sure, right? Let's start seeing, do we have any engulfing candles in lower time frame? Nothing in the 4. In the 1 hour, we have a green, red, right? What I don't like is that the red didn't close below the first wick, and these are imbalanced candles, right? So they're not really that good of an imbalance zone. 30-minute time frame, we had a, no, that's not valid. 15-minute, 5-minute, nothing. Right, nothing valid. So we'll have to wait and see for this one. We'll have to just wait it out. It's gonna be interesting to trade for the rest of the week. If you guys have any questions, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, then we'll just be once we finish with these pairs here that we have, we'll be done for the night. Give me 1 second. My bad. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want me to explain again, any pairs you guys want me to go over, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. If not, then once we're finished with these last 4 pairs, then we'll be done for the night. USDCAD, right? We have a day of drop, counter drop, right? Going against the trend. And we have a red 4-hour candle. Perfect. We had a 30-minute high and the 30-minute engulfing candle. Price tapped into it, then went down, right? Going counter. This was a beautiful counterplay, right? Beautiful, beautiful counterplay. We saw price was just rejecting these highs the entire time. Then price started going down. But again, you guys know I don't trade going counters, so we could call these out all we want, could draw it out, but I won't be taking these trades going short, right? I'll be looking for the pullbacks, right, which is this, right, to then take it going long when it's in that right spot. So at this point, really nothing else to add on this one, right? We kind of already know what we're looking at. We had 3 weeks of rise. Last week we weren't expecting price to give us another week. We were expecting price to drop or no net. It did give us a week of drop, which is perfect. We already have it marked. It's here. Oh, good. Whatever. We know it's there. Daily time frame, we had 3 months of rise on the 4th month. We're expecting that variation, and they gave it to us as well. So at the top of consolidation, now this is where we want to start taking it easy, right? We don't want to look for any more trades here going long until we get a confirmation, right? And that confirmation is going to be after price gave us this change of character. I need to see that break of structure happen as well. Once we get that break of structure, that's how we know price is gonna continue to push to the top side. All good? Alright, bet. US oil is not one that we look on stream, but I am gonna update it because I do look at this personally. We have lower low, lower high, lower low. Price then gave us this lower high here. Last green candle before the push down. We're gonna use this wick, and we're gonna use the wicks candle as well. Fuck it. And we're trading between this low over here, the last red candle before the push up. I'm gonna use the wick and this body, right? That's where we're at in the 4-hour time frame. We had a week of counter rise. This week we can see price going down. We still had higher high, higher low, higher high, and price now gave us a change of character, lower low to the bottom. Still not a clean break. We want to see the next red candle. We need to see a red candle close below this first wick, the first wick. If we could close below that first wick, then we'll start looking for price, obviously, to give us a pullback first, and then to continue to push to the downside. But right now we are looking good. All right, we have a 4-hour change of character. Where is it? The daily time frame, we know that we're still in A1, looking for price to give us that second push to the bottom side. We're still trading between that daily high and the daily low in the 4-hour time frame. And we want to see price break below the 200 EMA and start bouncing off the 200 EMA. Also, we can see at the top of consolidation, not the best place to look for it, where we want to see a shoulder head shoulder, peak high or peak low, but we do see a shoulder head shoulder pattern here coming up, so this is definitely not a bad one to keep an eye on. But we want to get we need to see that confirmation first in the 4-hour time frame. If we could get this candle to close below, right? I'll draw a line here so we're not confused. I need to see candle closures below here. If I could get a candle closure below this zone, which in the 30-minute would be below here, which we could see even in the 30-minute, we never had a candle closure. Then we know we could start looking for those trades. But the fact that we have the 4-hour low and the 30-minute low in the same place makes me believe that, okay, yeah, at this point, we could keep it simple and just literally say that if price starts breaking above these zones here, we're going to get a clean push to the top side, right? And to cover these imbalances here on the left-hand side. Looking at gold, going to the daily time frame, we're in peak high territory, so not a lot to really mark here. We had a month of rise, right? This past month, in May. Let's see. Right, we could see that price. It closed super close. We're talking about super close to the opening candle. Am I still gonna mark it as a rise? I am. right? Am I gonna say that we're gonna be looking for 3 months of rise? Honestly, I don't know. That's the tricky part because again, peak high territory. How much more is gold gonna go up, right? Now I'm not saying gold is gonna melt, but we could be expecting gold to start pushing down, right? At least giving us a pullback into the zone. Um, so let's see, let's wait it out, I guess, right? We really, at this point, what I'm trading on gold is just market structure, right? I'm not really worried about whether or not I'm in peak high territory or in V1, A1, A2. I'm not worried about market makers pattern right now because it's not present, right? There is no market makers pattern on gold. The same way there's no market makers pattern for US30, and the same way there's no market makers pattern for GJ, right? What I'm strictly trading is just market structure, right? So this is why if you go and you compare one of the charts that we look at that have market makers pattern compared to one that doesn't, you'll start seeing that a lot of my trades are very disciplined entries, right? On top of the fact that gold is one that loves to move really, really early. Um, so most of the time we also just don't have the opportunity to enter this trade because it moves relatively early, right? It moves at the end of Asia, or it moves at the end of Asia going into London. Or sometimes it moves at the end of London going into NYC session. So, you know, we catch a trade here whenever we can, right? I'm not too worried about my entries on gold. But with that being said, right, we can still see that we're lower low, lower high, lower low. So at this point, right, could we be expecting price to go up? Could we be expecting price to go down? Right now, we still know that in the lower time frames, we're making lower lows, lower highs. We know that in the external time frame, right, in the higher time frames, daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, we still have 2 months of rise. Price still looks like it wants to give us that push to the top side. So at this point, I'm playing both sides, right? Pause. I could see when price is going up. We could also see when price is going down, right? It's just about catching it at the right time and then being disciplined, right? Understanding what zones we're trading in, using STP, looking at ADR, um, and just being safe when we're in these trades, right? Being smart with it. Shadow, give me 1 second, man. We're almost done. Stop meowing. 4-hour time frame. We have a week of drop, right? Daily, we know we're here. So yeah, there's really no there's no easy trade in gold. Really, there's really never an easy trade on gold, especially when you see it like just looking at it like this, right? You can see how many wicks, crazy wicks have been given, especially during NYC session. Like at one point you think price is gonna go down and then it just throws a crazy candle and then turns back around, right? So gotta be patient with that. And then Bitcoin, the almighty Bitcoin. We had 2 months of rise, last month being the third month, did not give us that new high, so price could turn that off, gave us a month of drop instead. We're still trading between this daily high and this daily low down here. In the 4-hour time frame, we're making um where are we? Give me 1 second, let me find myself here. High, low, high. Right, these lows broke that we saw, gave us this high and this low. Okay. We have a week of drop, still lower low, lower high, lower low. In the internal time frame, we're on the 800 EMA. Now again, we're in between the same 30-minute low, 4-hour low. Is this where price is price gonna make a decision here and turn around and go back up? It can happen. The fact that we have 2 days of drop on Bitcoin. Again, let's take a look. The fact that we're at the top of the zone, right, with 2 days of drop, and we could still see price giving us lower lows and lower highs, right? The only thing keeping me away from this trade is the fact, right? I want to remark this. I don't think that's the right zone. Why do I have that as a 4-hour low? Right? Because I have this one because this broke here, gave us this low, right? And then really price never gave us a nice pullback, right? If we want to argue and say that, oh yeah, but Bitcoin is just moving so fast, or it's moving a lot, big moves, why would we say we're trading between this high and this low in the 4-hour time frame, right? When we could just zoom in a little bit, right, and say, okay, yeah, we didn't get a significant pullback here, but price just kind of consolidated, right? But then where would our low be, right? So then we could say the same thing, like, okay, cool, let's not mark this as a pullback, but let's mark this as a pullback. Where it's like, okay, cool, still we had these highs broken here, gave us this low and this high, and these lows were broken here. So technically, you know, if we want to be, I wouldn't even say technical with it. I would just say if we really want to start looking at price this way, we can. Um, that's not what I wanted. Right? We could say that this is the 4-hour change of character. After a change of character or after a break, we're expecting price to give us a pullback. So could this be where price is just gonna go up and give us a pullback? It could happen. Could price before it goes down, could price give us that third day low? That could happen too. Um, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's wait it out. See what price wants to do. We'll mark it up either way. Third day drop. Even though this is going counter. All right. We'll see what price wants to do going into tomorrow. But that's pretty much it, guys. Any questions? If not, we'll be done, and then we'll see you guys again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Give me 1 second. Getting a phone call. Alright, my bad, guys. See you then. Alright, my brother, no problem. See you guys tomorrow morning again, 6 a.m. Before I leave, I do want to look at Forex Factory one more time, because you guys are aware of the news, right? So we know we have news for CHF 230, right? So CHF is actually, that's actually a good thing I look, because I wasn't paying attention the first time I saw it. So let's go back to CHFJPY. This is a, never mind. Let's go back and turn that off. What the fuck? Alright, so this is the same thing as GJ. Real quick, let's go daily time frame, right? First and foremost, we're in peak high territory, same exact situation as GJ. Gave us a no net. We're still trading between this high and this low, right? In the 4-hour time frame, we had 2 weeks of rise. This week being the third week, price did not give us, or I'm sorry, price opened, right? With the opening candle, it did give us that new weekly high, and then it went down. So, with that being said, just the fact that we have this week and we already know it's going to be a rise no net or a rise drop, I could be expecting price to continue to push up on CHFJPY. The situation is that we already did for the day, for today, literally market opened at 5 o'clock, right? We already did 173 pips today out of 167 of ADR that is usually done on this pair. Now, again, we know that news pushes price to crazy numbers, but usually when price, we have news at 2 a.m. for CHF, so maybe we'll get some type of entry, but I'm not really going to feel comfortable taking any trade on CHFJPY until we, hold on, let me redo this real quick just because I haven't done this one in a long time. We had this break, it was this low, traded between this low and this high, right? Oh, this high, right? And then this low broke. We're still trading between the same high, and then the 30-minute low that we're trading with is going to be, I'm not going to look at the wick, I'm looking at the candle closure of that red candle, and I'm looking at the lowest candle here, which is the red candle as well, and I'm trading between these lows and these highs. Now, if price, the only way I'll take a trade here, and I'm not going to lie, I might wake up for that news, if price comes back down to these lows, right, and we could take these trades going up, is the only way I'll take a trade here. Especially after ADR and STP is already hit for the day. But yeah, outside of that, man, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.